Hey there! This is Great Fairy Overlord again. First time I do not have my sister with me. I'm gonna be doing a deck profile here on Hero Atlanteans. With Swap Frog. Forgot why I put him in, but he's there. Anyways, Atlanteans are monsters that have some pretty decent effects that activate when water monsters discard them or use them in their effects. And so I noticed that this hero right here, I said you discard one card, right? You can discard one card to attack directly, which doesn't say what types you can discard these two to not only get their effects right here. When this card is sent to the graveyard to activate a water monster's effect, just target one face-up card your opponent controls and destroy that, and this one's face-down ones. He basically forces them to use their effect. For Swap Frog, I have that too, although he's not really part of the deck. I just put him in there for filler. The deck's not done. This is, it's there. So for monsters, I have Atlantean Heavy Infantry, Atlantean Marksman, Deep Sea Diva, Elemental Hero Ice Edge, Elemental Hero Neos Alias, Elemental Hero Stratus, or Shadows, Gorz the Emissary of Darkness, 2 Mermlanteans, and 3 Swap Frogs. Swap Frogs work pretty well for level 2s. I actually recommend saving armor, and I'll get to that later. But he's pretty good. He's not the best card to put in here, but he's there. And for spells, we have Dark Hole, 2 enemy controllers, 1 Foolish, 1 Heavy, 3 Miracle Fusions, 1 Monster Reborn, 2 Moray of Greeds, 3 Mystical Space Typhoons, 3 Salvages, and 1 Treacherous Trap Hole. I don't really main traps, so Treacherous Trap Holes, just there. Enemy controllers for Swap Frog or whatever, you just need that. You just want to take the monster to do damage. Foolish is to help with Miracle Fusion and Salvage. And if you need something the Great for Mermlanteans, he's there. You can. Yeah. Next we have Headstorm, because I do not run traps to support. It's just good to get rid of their field. Miracle Fusion to help get out any of these heroes. We have Zero, Tornado, and Shining. I only run one of these two, because I only have one of these and 3 of these, but I'd pretty much just use them for this anyways. And then we have Monster Reborn, for you want to grab that Gorz or whatever you killed of theirs. Murray for Deep Sea Diva, because she special summons from the deck. And also you do need these guys in your hand for these dudes. You also need them in their deck for here. So if you grab them with here, if you grab them with Salvage, and then use this, and then summon her, that's just a good combo right there. Just putting that out there. 3 Mystical Space Typhoons, same for Heavy, you run no back rest. Salvage to grab whatever you need. Pretty easy, Deep Sea or Ice Edge or whatever. And Treacherous Trap because, And then for my extra right here, you have 3 zeros, because that's the monster that this monster and this monster inspired this deck. Just putting that out there. I only put these in because, they just work well. I've actually tested this deck and it won quite well. It won with a 0, a Armor Kappa, and an Alias. Next we have Tornado. Again, just there. I don't side Super Poly, but you can. So, he might be helpful in that way. Same with Shining, but I don't use Super Poly like I said. He's just there for Alias or whatever. Don't know what to put for level 5 to level 7, so I just put 2 of each. So I have Ally the Justice, Kata, as I call him, or Cat. And then I have, Gunner. Yeah. Gunner, Dragon of the Ice Beast. He works well again with the Atlanteans, And so you can like pop up to 2 cards, then use the Atlanteans to pop everything else. He's just good. Number 1 XYZ monster, Armor Kappa. This is why his effect, you know, if you use like 2 of these, or like him and her, if you use his effect to put him in the grave, you get his effect, because he's a water monster, and you're sending this guy to the grave to activate it. Get it? It works. Okay, just trust me there. Plus, you know, he gives himself 1,000 attack or defense, so he can become a really good defense or a decent attack. Not to mention his ability to, you know, basically protect him in your field for an entire turn or so. Then we have Armor Ninja. I only run 1, because this is not a Bubble Beat build. I don't even run Bubble Band. I don't even side him. You know, I just don't. Do not like Bubble Man as much. Another level, rank 2, Daigusto Phoenix. Gachi, because Gachi is just a must. Oops. Oh no. Darn it. I don't like my mouse or touchpad. Maestro, another must. And then Utopia, because, you know, what deck doesn't run Utopia? I side DD Crow. Although I do side Iron Wall with it, you know, he's just there in case. Because once you get Iron Wall, they're going to obviously try and kill it. And then DD Crow's there for, like, if you run into that one Dark World deck, but because if you use, you know, you use Macro, your deck's going to die too, so you gotta use DD Crow. You know, just gotta. 2 Triangles, because this deck, if you use it right, I mean, I normally have, like, up to 3 to 4 cards in a hand at once. Unless, you know, you keep going all out. Like, you know, like, my battle, I went against a heavy back rower, so I had to keep using Ice Edge and Marksman and Salvage combos, which although it kept my hand around 3 to 2, it's not keep it as full as I would like it to. But, you know, normally Trag's good. 2 Prohibitations to take out that, like, Macro, or, you know, you side out Dark Hole and put this in the stop Dark Holes. Twister again from Macro. It's a pretty good card. Iron Wall again from Macros. And then these 2 to take care of those Light Swarm or Dark Words or whatever, worms. You know. So I guess the main point of this deck is to use Ice Edge in the Atlanteans, but you can also use Armor Kappa, Gunner, or Swap Frog. Or you can just use Deep Sea Diva to do a, you know, these guys and go into Gunner or Cat or whatever you need at that moment. But the deck's main purpose is to use Ice Edge. It's just how it is. When I dueled it, went against a, like I said, heavy Trapper, mostly just Torrentials and Call of the Haunted, you know, decks that use the grave to their advantage. So it did pretty well, considering I could easily take out Call of the Haunted, where I could steal their monsters. And then, of course, I had this little baby, which I didn't get to use it, but it was in my hand, so I did have it as an option. I also had the option to use Mullen Glacier at one point, but he didn't have as many cards in his hand, because when he summoned, he gets to discard 2, or 1. So, you know, unless, you know, there are cards in there, I just don't feel like using it. This deck is pretty good at keeping about 5 or so water monsters, because you can just miracle what you don't want in there, or you can use salvage to take what you don't want out of there, or you salvage to take what you, like, you know, you have like 6, so you take Swap Frog and Marksman, discard, special, swap, and then, you know, then you have 5. So it's pretty good with that. Gourds is in here because Gourds is Gourds. I mean, you only want to run Trap. I did set MST at one point as a bluff, but only because I was, you know, just in case he top decks something that he's not sure he wants to risk it. But, yeah. So, yeah, that's the deck. Hope you like it. I know I do. It's a pretty gosh darn good deck. So, comment, like, subscribe, and I'll, see you next time I duel or something.